Yo, what's up, everybody, and welcome to this week's episode of So What You Hear. I'm Jay,
I'm Craig.
Yeah.
and we're about halfway through, and the season is really coming together now. You're
Yeah.
starting to.
It's great.
Okay, you got to look at this not just from our perspective, okay? We're not just shooting this to Giants, Dallas,
I
and
didn't
Team
say
fans.
we were. I'm just saying this is.
We suck, they suck, they suck, we suck.
Going for the first, going for top pick, baby.
Yeah,
We have it right now. If I'm not, no, I think Jacksonville took it.
Oh, that was very close.
Yeah, but what are you gonna draft? Like, what
Oh,
is,
You need a whole
we need a
team.
running back.
You need a whole team.
We need a running back.
you gonna use the number one overall pick for Ashton Genty? You're gonna take a running back number one overall.
What's
If
his
you do not,
name?
if you do not trade back,
No, what's his name? The offensive defense.
should or Travis, you
Yeah,
want to get Travis Hunter?
Hunter. Yeah, that'd be nice. That would be nice.
I mean, I'm sure all of the fan bases of the NFL would love to get Travis Hunter.
That'd be nice. What's wrong with you?
Yeah, I'm seeing Giants fans talk about get Travis Hunter and then wait till next year for a quarterback and
You
get Arch
need a
Manning.
quarterback.
That's what I'm just like I'm seeing multiple shows. Like, usually when teams start talking about like all you need is a quarterback, you get like the media analysts that always going like that is never the case. Everybody always says, "Oh, a quarterback can fix everything." Like, no, it takes a lot more.
You
I'm
need
watching
a
thing
quarterback.
same people like
Yeah, they need a
guys are
quarterback.
open, the pocket's nice, defense is on point. Daniel's just terrible. Like, y'all kind of just need a quarterback. You'd be pretty good. Like Tyrone Tracy's, that's a stud. Like I'm like, how do we keep ending up in these like one in a million situations? Like we're always the outlier, but
Y'all just suck. So you suck like we suck. We suck.
yeah,
We suck as a whole, as a unit.
suck my
Suck
unit.
oneness.
Triangle.
The Fraggles. You like Fraggles?
Unity.
All
right, but that's not what we were supposed to talk
But
about.
we're gonna
talking about
get more
winners.
positive.
We're talking
We're
about
talking
winners.
more positive
You're
today.
winners. Yeah.
We're talking positive. And the first thing that I've got to talk about is there is no way I thought that Russell Wilson was going to show up in Pittsburgh and start averaging 30 points a game.
Did not see it coming. No.
I thought he might help.
No, I thought he was going to look much better than Fields. And I remember when it happened, I think we can go back and see it. I was very positive about the type of player he is, the type of team they are. I really felt positive. But to just come in and be like, boom, like that connection.
I thought he was going to be
was-
able to like manage the game, let the defense rest so they're playing optimally, and then maybe once or twice a game give you a deep shot and might get you a touchdown or so. And to have him come in and just like, no, he's just dropping like dimes to dudes in the end zone like regularly.
And he's not really scrambling. He's just
He got that prime Russ rainbow back.
I mean, look, he's looking like Pro Bowl Russ.
Yeah. Not quite as mobile, but
I mean, but
he don't really have to.
But
I think.
you're able to see the pocket passing rush that we've always seen.
Yeah.
And he's able to extend the play with a little bit of legs he has left. And honestly, that game against Commanders was a good game. It came down to the nitty gritty. It was,
yeah.
And they
pulled. But again, Commanders are a good team now.
Yeah, they are a good team. So like you saw two good teams go at it.
It was exciting.
But you also saw Pittsburgh's defense be able to handle a move. Jaden Daniels Jaden Daniels get out of the pocket, but he was still he had nowhere to go.
Yeah.
He was stretched out the pocket. He was like, oh. He was trying, but he was making all types of angle throws. He was doing everything.
Oh, he had to put the whole arsenal in to keep that game the way it was,
Yeah.
which I mean really shows how talented the kid really is. But it also shows that defense, even no matter how talented you are, they're gonna affect you.
And they play the Ravens this week.
That should be
and
really
that I mean that pretty much decides that. And if they beat them, Kansas City, that could be a team that could rival them. You might want to watch out.
That might be an AFC Championship game.
That could definitely, yeah. I mean, yeah, Russ being able to score at will with a defense like that is just going to be.
And the cold's not going to matter to Pittsburgh because they play outdoors in the cold too.
And Russ is from Seattle.
Yeah.
And I mean, Pittsburgh's defense, like, it's like the opposite, same as what Seattle had. Like, Seattle was a pretty good front with a like ridiculous, legendary, back end. Pittsburgh's a pretty good back end with a ridiculous bunch of Hall of Famer, front end.
Yeah.
But both sides of it, it's very dominant, and you don't need much And when Russ is giving you a lot, when you don't need much,
Russell's giving them a lot, and their run game is like the 8th in the league.
yeah.
So the fact that
Warren and Naj are
yeah.
getting nasty.
so that like they are legit getting after it, and that play action, and George Pickens and him are just they found a
Mike Williams is already connecting with him, and then Fryermuth and what's the other? Is it Washington?
Darnell
No,
Washington.
Darnell. I mean,
Yeah.
you're seeing both of them, so it's like you got to stop the run. Oh, but he's also going to be able to hit two different guys downfield massively.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, they got
while he's
weapons.
doing that, all the intermediate and short stuff can be picked up by both like 500-foot tall tight ends.
Hey, they
It,
have
yeah.
weapons. I mean, after what we saw last season from the Steelers, I didn't think they were going to be able to turn around this quickly.
No.
And now look, and Mike Tomlin.
God,
I mean,
don't listen to me.
Look, After
It
that, I did
is
say you were
what-
right last season when he pulled it out, but this year,
It's history. This is what he
This is what he
do.
does. He is that guy.
he knows how to rally his team. And
Like
I mean, honestly, and he's really like a. People always get on him for being a player's coach, but he knows how to get what he needs out of his players.
Mm-hmm.
And right now he's a couple of games away from already securing
And
another 500.
they might get over that
Yeah.
hump. That that trust me. That first.
Well, they
one
play a
and
lot of
done.
they play most of the divisional games in the back end of the season. They gave the Steelers a hard.
Well, I'm talking about the
Yeah, but their
playoffs. That
division ain't
one
what
and
it
done.
was.
I'm talking about the playoffs though.
Oh.
That one.
Yeah,
and
that
done.
one and Dunning was really starting to get
Yeah,
Pittsburgh
I mean,
fans.
trust me.
Oh, I mean, yeah, of course. I mean, so it's gonna be interesting to see.
Yeah.
But look, that's who, and also I have to give the Chiefs somehow. I don't know how they keep pulling it off. They've won. You know, they're winning all different ways, right?
Mhm.
Yeah. And a lot of them losing in the
Yeah,
beginning of the game.
and I have to say this while we did. Bo Nix in Denver, even though they're 5-5, he is keeping them in games.
He's
Yeah.
definitely growing. And
That-
their defense look good too, though.
Yeah, that defense.
I mean, if that field goal doesn't get blocked, if that guy has any better technique trying to hold up that left side, it's it. Because I mean, I was watching that play earlier, and I mean, the dude that was blocking on that side where the block came
Yeah.
from, he just gets eaten alive, and they get the ball. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, there was more than one time like they were already close to getting it, doing the exact same thing like once or twice earlier in the game, and then when it mattered, you actually pull it off and
I
block.
thought Denver. I put that Kansas City was gonna win, but I really thought. I thought it was a chance that Denver would be that team
upset
that,
them, yeah.
that get
Mhm.
them. I really did. I thought.
I'm,
But they were close.
I'm so torn on whether Neighbors or Knicks was been the better call. Because I'm looking at it like the offensive ability we would have lost not having Neighbors if we took Knicks. I think we could have got Travis Hunter next year, and then we would have been a whole team.
Yeah, it's true, but that shoulda, woulda, coulda, man.
Well,
No,
you got
that's
Travis Hunter, means you still suck.
Well, that's true because he's probably going number one. But
I'm very close.
yeah, that's true.
I mean, so, and then who else? Oh, and the Lions.
Oh my, yeah.
Dude.
They found a way to
Okay.
win.
What?
I'm sorry. Didn't like a football version of volleyball we would watch play the
Oh my God, they
interception?
just give the ball back and forth.
But
Oh my goodness.
Carlton Davis
threw
took the ball like 9
5
times.
picks. He looked like the old golf
Yeah.
in that game.
But then he Roethlisberger it out. They still won.
Yeah.
Figured a way. They found a way, and that also is testament to Dan Campbell and how he has them coached up.
Yeah.
Like you saw like when they was coming back from halftime, and he was like, we gotta try to get more turnovers or something like that. And while like barely when they
Like
got
while
off,
he's saying it, like,
like, it was crazy. Like he just said that. Like, I thought it was funny. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
So
it was like getting the kicker without
Yeah.
but positively.
and it's
But
like
it's
those
funny.
are our teams right now. Like see the Steelers, Chiefs, Lions. Who else in the NFC that is going to be dangerous? Oh, we're talking about the Cardinals.
Yeah.
The Cardinals are leading that
Arizona
division.
is, and it's just looking every week you're starting to just see progression.
And
Yeah.
they spanked the Jets.
Yeah,
Like it wasn't even a.
it
And I
was
mean the Jets
me.
were starting to look more like
Yeah,
themselves.
like,
Like
well,
what
I
you, let me
thought
rephrase what you thought they
were
could
going to
be.
be, yeah, because they
Yeah.
came in 4. Like,
No.
They had 6 points, 2 field goals.
yeah, it was like at one point it was almost the same as Dallas. It was like a mirror of Philly and Dallas.
They look horrible, but like Kyler, James Conner, and Marvin Harrison Jr. They're
Trey
all,
McBride.
Yeah, dude, they are.
And I don't even feel like Marvin Harrison Jr.
really-
and Kyler Murray have really like
They haven't
fully
been strong
connected yet.
Not like they
And they're
yeah.
still doing stuff. It's impressive.
It's quite. That's what's shocking.
It
to
kind
me.
of came out of nowhere because they look they was having a hard time.
It was getting shoddy,
Yeah.
splashy. There's like, okay,
And
well,
then
there'd
it's
be
one
a
of
good
those
play
like,
and then
oh, you know,
bad.
they won the last 3, didn't they? Like, you
Yeah.
kind of
They
forgot.
get, yeah,
you're
they just been
Like,
putting
you
together.
know they're leading the division.
yeah,
Like,
like
wow.
yeah.
And it's, and you know, the funny thing is we kind of got off like how some people thought like Kyler Murray isn't doing the right, isn't a good quarterback. He's doing what he needs to be able to run that franchise, but it seems like he's doing what he needs to do to be able to win games. And you know, when you win the games, all that other stuff goes to the back end. So
Yeah. Nobody cares how much you play Call of Duty if you
I
win.
guarantee a new Call of Duty's coming out too, right?
Black
it
Ops just came out.
It already came out.
He's still winning.
Okay.
Yeah, it's still winning. Came out like
He's still winning.
Came out like 2
Ooh,
weeks
getting
ago.
older. Okay.
Yeah, so I mean, he's doing what he has to
He
do.
just got a Twitch deal.
Yeah, and then
I'm not.
He's
saying-
playing more.
and then also, the Niners got McCaffrey back. He looked okay. He didn't look bad, but they still don't. They
He
still
He
don't.
did look
Yeah.
pretty good. I thought.
Moody, no, it was Moody who messed that game up. Remember, he kept messing
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
game
It
up.
was, yeah.
That's what Debo.
But that's my thing with them. There's always something that's just like,
Yeah, right now. But I think the thing is, their window's closed for them, and they don't know what to do. They have all the pieces, but do they
it's
keep?
just not
Yeah,
executing.
it's not. It's not working. Like I feel like if the Lions play them, Lions going dog there ish,
Yeah, it'd be bad.
and
You think, like, the
I'm
next-
not taking them
the
against
next
Arizona
Bill-
right
you
now.
think the next Bills gonna be like the NFC Bills. They just
It
keep
looking
going.
like
I mean,
it.
they've won a lot. That makes them already better than. The
Well,
Bills.
yeah.
But I mean, at least they're getting there. Is that wrong? Because I'm like, to
the
even
Bills
be
got
there
there
to
4
lose.
years in a row.
I know that. I'm talking about like,
Yeah, I
but
get
they
it.
don't have a Super Bowl though, right?
Nope,
No,
they
at
never won.
least San Francisco has. They have 5.
Five.
So
Yeah, no, exactly. So,
I mean, who knows? I mean, they would.
Yeah.
they could win when they get there. But
I mean,
to be there, I think it's better than not.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm okay.
I'd like to just make the playoffs.
Yeah.
Well, another team that's kind of coming out of nowhere. Apparently, Betch Bryce Young was a good.
You
Good
think he
move,
matured
yeah.
on
he
the
learned.
bench?
I feel like he actually learned from the bench, and
Watching
he learned
Dalton,
watching Andy Dalton
yeah.
run that offense because you've seen him get better at his progression and his decision making. Before, I think he was so hesitant. He was like,
Yeah.
he didn't know what
And
to
watching Dalton kind of just like,
do. Be methodical
Yeah,
with
why
it.
he was
Dude,
working
drop
with
back
him
and let it
more,
go.
too.
And let's not even lie. Having a decent run game with Chuba Hubbard.
Hubba,
Yeah.
that line.
Hubba,
That
Bubba.
line was running their scheming
Hubba, Bubba.
Hubba, Bubba.
perfectly.
But yeah, I mean, and they're moving the ball. They're looking good, and technically, they're still in it. That division, as we always say, the NFC South.
Yeah, it
is,
is bad.
I mean, the
How
Falcons.
did
The Falcons are 6
lose
and
to the
Saints.
Saints?
The
And I mean, they got spanked.
The Falcons are 6-4 still, and 2 games up on that division because the Bucks are 4-6.
In fantasy, I was
And they're
playing-
so
I was
lucky.
playing against your brother in fantasy, and he's really not playing. He don't have nobody.
Yeah,
I still barely beat him because I had cousins. Like everybody I had,
He just had a terrible game.
terrible.
Yeah,
like
I almost lost to
barely
somebody not
beat
really having
him.
anybody in either. And it was because I had to play 3 Giants because they were the best people on the waiver
It was
wire.
so bad.
Everybody else was on IR.
It was
They're
so
out on a
bad.
bye. It was crazy.
It was just
you know, this is
painful
a
week.
weird year in fantasy. I won't even lie to you.
Yeah.
Usually it's like, oh yeah, commanding when can. It's like, but you're like, damn, I'm trying to get people to put just to even put up some points, and it's like,
Yeah.
Yeah,
and they're not like the production is not there this year.
I think
No.
it's more defense a little bit too.
Like, the defenses are putting up a lot more points this
They have
year.
caught
It's
up.
crazy.
They have caught up in there.
Yeah,
and
so
they're just-
I
Yeah.
do the like, or there's too many weapons on these teams
and
too,
they can't utilize
and there's
the ball.
no, yeah, like
That's-
The ball
yeah.
is not,
Some of these good teams, that is what the problem is.
I got
like, you know,
Amon-Ra,
some of my-
but he got his pick. Oh, it's like
Yeah.
a buffet out there. So like,
It's like, oh, I got Laporta, I got Jameer Gibbs, I got David Montgomery.
yeah,
Like,
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
it's
so
too
Laporta
much.
gets 3 catches. Montgomery gets a touchdown.
you know, like Laporta had 3
Gibbs
receptions
gets
for 66 yards of touchdown. That was it.
and
But
yeah.
that's a decent day for him.
yeah. So yeah, so
But I have 5 other people that can score and dominate.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
yeah, it's insane.
It's,
I'm sitting there making parlays on stuff and just like that's the only person that doesn't score and you're like,
how?
oh,
I
didn't
was-
they blow them
And that
out?
was
Like,
the-
yes,
that
it
was
was
your
a
sh-
blowout.
and
Like,
your
that was my
sure
sure
one.
shot.
Yeah.
It's like, well, maybe you need to be more careful. Like, no, Justin Jefferson should have scored 1,000,000 points on the Browns.
Not this year. Nope.
I was so hurt. My parlays were so close. I had the Darnell Mooney yards. I had the Cortland Sutton yards. Quentin Johnson just had to get some yards against my Titans, and what did he do? Brought me 24 yards.
Terry McLaurin gets touchdowns every week. Nope, can't give me one against Pittsburgh. And they were going back and forth, so it's not like, well, Washington just got stuffed. Like,
Many
come on.
opportunities. Yeah, it was rough, but
Ugh.
the season's very interesting. We're going into week 11 now, but these races are still, even though there's like, for instance, the NFC North. It was almost all of them were almost like, because I mean the Bears are the bottom at 4-5, but at the top it was 8-1 the Lions, 7-2 is the Vikings, and the Packers are 6-3.
Yeah,
Like that's
and they're all fighting.
Yeah,
for...
they're all still fighting. Like these division races are close. I mean, somehow the Eagles are atop of the NFC East at 7-2.
I think that'll get wrapped up.
But they play
Thursday.
Yeah,
Y'all gonna say?
I think this gets wrapped up.
You think Washington? I think
Coming
Washington.
in tomorrow, I'm definitely thinking Washington.
Unfortunately, Lattimore's not playing because it was a hamstring.
Yeah, but I mean they've been playing pretty well without him, and I don't think Saquon's amazing and he does a bunch of the running, but Jaden Daniels being able to come out and be like, okay, it doesn't matter if I have 15 seconds left, I can get the ball downfield and get a touchdown.
And it's not like they're playing Dallas, so
yeah.
I mean, it's gonna be interesting to see. I have the Commanders winning that game, but I think it's gonna be close.
So all three. So yeah, Philly's gonna win.
Oh God, of course.
We cannot pick the same people.
Every time we all like, yeah, of course that's the win. That's the win.
Look, I had the Commanders beating the Steelers last time, and I was only off by a point. So,
yeah.
You know, it's close.
You were off though.
I was 9-5 on the week though.
Wow.
You know.
But I'm just saying, I got Washington too. But whenever we pick the same thing,
whenever we all pick the same thing, it usually goes that pretty damn bad.
It just proves that we don't know what we're talking about. But.
I mean, who really does? I mean, how many times do we see everybody picked on the broadcast?
I mean, and they're wrong or whatever. That lone wolf is right, and it's just
Yeah.
Very true.
Yeah. But any given Sunday.
So, well, now we get into a big weekend. A lot of divisional stuff. Well, not divisional, but a lot of things are going to shake out in different standings and stuff. And you're starting to get into that back end of the season where these matter. Everyone matters, and you're going to have people spoiling seasons.
December, everything right now is playoff push.
Yeah. Play spoilers, be champions. Matter. That's what's coming.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Either way, I'm going to be unhappy. So.
But, all right. Well, hit us and tell us how your team is doing.
Oh,
hit us and tell us.
Okay.
How your team is doing. Always questioning me. But, and how you think the rest of the season is going to pan out. Hit us on Twitter, hit us on Instagram, hit us on here. All right. See y'all next time.
Peace.